Hey folks, Wrath coming at you with another video. Today it's going to be a two-parter. The first, which is what I'm going to talk about right now, and then the second we're going to do a review of the patch notes. So first and foremost, because I'm a content creator for Eternal Evolution, they're doing a giveaway for their 1-year anniversary. And so what they've asked of us content creators is to make a 5-minute video explaining our journey for EE and what that has meant so far and ultimately what we're looking towards. So stay on the lookout for that video. I'll publish something over the next couple of days. But the reason that it's important is because they're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways. And so the way that they're going to be selecting people for the giveaway is based on folks who comment on the videos and looking for the most impactful ones. And so when I do release that video, my ask to you guys is that when you do provide that comment, please include your server and your identification for that server. So as an example, like NA56 and then whatever your UID is. So again, to reiterate, they're going to be picking people with comment. And so the criteria by who they select, I think is going to be reviewed by their team. But ultimately, I would say, put something quirky, put something fun, put something impactful that you've had. All right, so let's switch gears over to the patch notes. I think there's a couple really cool things to identify here. The very first is there's a new hero, a triple S Windfear assassin that's coming out called Samael. So we're going to have the ability to recruit him on Thursday. The important thing to note is what's identified here in the asterisk. So compared to other assassins, Samael will sacrifice his damage for very significant survivability. So immediately the thought that comes to my mind is he sacrificing a significant amount of damage? What does that mean? But that will scale as he revives on the spot. So what they're suggesting here is that he's going to be a great defensive unit for the front row in an assassin team for PvP or otherwise, because he's going to be able to revive, he's going to be able to soak up damage, and then based on his revival, he's going to circulate to do more. So time will tell whether he's going to be a good tank up front for an assassin team, but I think it's looking positive. And then the other thing here to note is that Ampu is coming back as the second banner for Thursday, so you're going to be able to recruit him. And then, of course, there's going to be a Mirror Malformation that opens up during this event where you can get rewards from that. Now, besides that, there's also going to be a Details Gathering event where you can recruit Taylor, Mythic Runes, and Diamonds, a Gamuzos, did I say that right? Gamuzos bell that will open on some servers as well. Samael, Ampu, and Ruler's Ring will be available for grabs. Premium development. So very similar things to all the other events that we have happening, except this time there's going to be a Galactic Bounty event that opens up where you can pick up a Miranda copy. So a critical thing to identify here is that there's going to be a double chip event active for 11 days. They do very few of these throughout the year. So for every card that you use, you get 2 chips instead of 1. Fantastic way for you to get some additional gene hybrids. Fantastic way for you to grab some additional copies of the heroes that you want from the exchange shop. In my opinion, and it's varying on whether a double chip event or a giant tire event have merit, and I'll publish a video out. But if you are going to be summoning, you might as well summon during this event because you're going to be able to get extra credit from that. Now, we've also talked about this briefly on a previous video, and I did give a shout out to Dylar because he's reviewed this in depth. But there's going to be a new mode coming out in the game called Digital War, where it's basically like a fun mini game where you use cards similar to like Hearthstone to get some rewards in the game. Hell Arena is also going to start on the 13th with a second season, and the seasonal effect is going to change. And then on top of that, they've added 8 new trophies to the collection from Hell Arena where, they give various points. So, for example, I won't review all of them, but I'll give you an idea on. There's going to be an Electric Wrench 3 that in PvP, Terran and Windfear heroes gain like 6% attack and HP. And then there's, again, different ones like Beast Tentacles, Chaos Gold, Electronic Wrench, which is a higher version of this one. So instead of giving you guys 6, it'll give you 8. But overall, that's a good amount of new trophies to add to the collection. Similar to guild tech and class tech, it helps globally to your heroes. So something to look out for. And then here's the other interesting part. They say that there's a new game mode called Guild Expedition coming. I don't have a lot of details on this, but I'm gonna have them once they do come out. But that's exciting. That means a new. Is it gonna be like a guild versus guild type of mode? I'm not entirely sure. But again, I'll keep you guys updated. And then looking at the bug fixes, so they fixed an issues where heroes occasionally walk in front of the boss in Crimson Rot, and there were no puppet spiders on the battlefield. And then the third one here is something interesting that I've identified and I have tons of questions about, is why is the idle function button not working from the last video that I uploaded? I'm glad that that's getting fixed. And what I'm referring to is the video that I published a couple of days ago with a auto campaign team. So people have noticed that on auto, you complete it fine, but if you use the idle function, the teams fail. So very, very good call out that they're fixing that. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Keep a lookout for that 5-minute video.